Welcome to another Demarcation Media Lighting Kit review. Today we are going to be looking at another set by Funwhole, and yes, the name is just as terrible the second time around as it was the first. But this set itself looks really interesting. The first set was the Ocean Adventure Ship. If you have not seen that video, I'll pop the little card up in the corner or something. That's a good way to get introduced to Funwhole as a company. I'm not going to be going as much into that this time. They did send me this for review, but the opinions in this video are totally my own. The subject matter of this set interests me a lot more than the Ocean Adventure Ship. This looks like a super cool concept and not something that we've seen from really either Lego or Mega. This is entirely new feeling, and the packaging looks great. It is a render, but the way they did it, it looks really good. You can see it says Steampunk or Train. It says Steampunk World, which means, as far as I know, I think they're planning on making some more steampunk stuff if they haven't already. Rotate it around to the back. We get to see lights on, lights off. At the top of the packaging, and the side is much the same. Now, this can be hinged open, similar to the new Mega boxes. So we are going to just give that a slice, like so. Look at that, hinges open. Now, the last time I looked at a Funwhole set, I was very impressed with the presentation. So let's see what we have here. Instructions right on the top, excellent. And, oh, what do we have in here? Oh, we actually have stickers this time. Interesting, there was no stickers in the other set. Very interesting. Okay, they look like cool stickers. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, it's glaring. You guys can't even really see it. I'm hoping that they have the back, like, train car disconnected from the front so it can hinge. Oh, it looks like... Yeah, they did. Good. Excellent. Okay. Wow, all right. I am very excited to build this. This looks super cool. What do we have in here? We have this little baggie. Let's open this up. Is there an easy way to open it up? Not really. I guess I just rip it. I think, is this all the... This is all the lighting gear in there. And then in here is all the parts, which they look really good. The way the light hits a piece, you can tell the quality of the brick, and it looks fairly close to Mega's in terms of how the light hits it. So, let me go ahead and put this together, and we will take a closer look. And there we go. The build is finished. This took me actually a couple days to finish. I didn't build just like straight, but it took me like 2 or 3 days of building for like 2 or 3 hours each. Because this is a very involved build. It's very complicated. There are some parts that are kind of finicky to get done and get done right. But the end result is magnificent. This is really cool. I gotta say, like, this is cooler to me than the first Funwhole set I reviewed, which that one was neat, you know, the ocean scene and it glowed. But this is something that's more my alley. You know, when I was younger, I really was super into trains. So this kind of is almost a bit of nostalgia for me. Let's lower down just so you kind of see the lower angle, get the grand scale of this. And this is big. So I have a couple figures here just to show scale. Because this is kind of work with both Lego and Mega scale-wise. So here is a Marine. This is my modified Halo Infinite Series 4 blind bags Marine. And look at that. That's pretty good. And we've got like space back here. We got the door. The door's a little small, but it works. You could do that. You can fit them inside actually. And if we get this cat out of the way, the lamp gets in the way a bit, but you can have the Marine stand back there. So that's pretty cool. So you could easily make this work with Mega Constructs for sure. It's a little, well, I guess for Lego, I'm going to use my Phase 2 Captain Rex here because I feel like being mean and just, you know, flexing a little bit. It's roughly the right size. because this is Lego doors, so he fits in the door. There's not really any way to get down. But yeah, you could easily use this for Lego as well. We don't have to even remove the cat to have him stand back there. And while there is no figures that come with the set, you can easily just kind of pop your own figures in there, and they work. I think Mega Constructs in particular would work pretty well with this aesthetic-wise. And the whole thing, detail is great across the whole thing. There is some stickers. Well, there was a fair bit of stickers. You saw the sticker sheet. And I gotta say, I was not real impressed with the stickers. The stickers were clear backed, which is what Lego's been doing lately, and it's not good. Like, if you touch the back of it, you see fingerprints, and it gets bubbly, and you get, like, white bits, and these stickers were cut a little large, so there's some overhang, and it was hard to get them lined up. So the stickers weren't the best. I like the design of the stickers. Like, they look pretty good, but the way they were executed could have been a little better, in my opinion. The clear back was a real thing that kind of made it difficult. But, it adds some necessary detail. But what I thought was really cool is, look at this. Look at the mechanism with I don't know what those are called on the train, but I just know that was like the thing that all the trains had was the bar that went back and forth. But this has two, actually. There's one up here at the top and then one here at the bottom. So there's kind of a dual movement going on as you chug this thing around, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of adds a little bit of playability because it makes you want to roll it back and forth. Not that you would want to give this to children. This is a little too fragile to hand off to children. Like this part in particular, this is constantly wanting to break here at the end. Some of these parts want to pop off. And then obviously there's the wires, which we'll get to later. But for right now, I want to get in a little closer so you can see some of the detail. Oh yeah, this part comes off really easily, like really, really easily. That was one of the annoying bits. So like when you pick it up, you have to be careful because there's a wire underneath, which is keeping the piece from being stuck down all the way, which is why it kind of stays like that. But yeah, I want to get in a little closer so you can see some of this detail. So since this is a steampunk thing, we have a lot of gold, we have a lot of brown, and a lot of like extra detail that maybe a train wouldn't usually have. So like right here, this blade piece on the front, no normal train would have a big blade looking thing on the end there, but this is steampunk, which means extra gears, extra turny bits, extra everything. So I think that was a really cool idea there. I like the little ladders. Then we've got all this gold here, which the gold actually looks really good. Honestly, overall, I was more impressed with the quality of the parts here. It was a lot more similar to Mega and even Lego this time around than the first set I looked at. So there have been some clear jumps in quality since the last set that I looked at. And then we've got some pieces in here that you can't really see, but Lego designed them originally, and they haven't been used in a while, but they're all put together to make this giant engine in there. Kind of looks like a hot rod engine almost. Now you can see one of those stickers. You see what I mean? Like the corner there, that could be avoided if it was not a clear back, which, it's just something. The clear back stickers are just bad. If Lego does them, they're bad. If Funwhole does them, they're bad. It's just clear back stickers are just bad. There you can see the mechanism a little better. Look at that. Sometimes you do have to push it down a little bit more to be able to have all the wheels connect with the ground. But that mechanism is really, really cool. It looks like it's catching on itself. That's odd. I haven't had that happen yet. Maybe I just pushed it too much together or something. But yeah, that's really cool. And I really like what they did here. There's the gears, all of these pipes that come up and around to the top here. This was really difficult to get fully assembled, but the end result is fantastic. We've got some wheels here because, again, steampunk, extra everything. I guess that's the whistle probably up there. We've got windows, and we've got like this gold framework, more stickers. We've got a little cat, a door that actually can open, but the cat's kind of in the way, and it's a little awkward to reach like that. There's really nothing in there. Like, there's space in there, but there's no detail or anything. It's just space. Over on here, we have lots of space inside, but right now, that space is being taken up with the battery pack, which we'll look at in a bit. You can see some of the wires from the outside, but they're not too intrusive. We have another door around the back. And again, even though you can go inside, there's really not much detail in there other than like a dividing wall, which is, that's fine. I don't think they really needed too much detail in there, especially because getting stuff in and out is difficult. You can see the wire wants to catch there. So it's really made more as display, but they let you get inside there anyway. We've got 2 lanterns there. We've got some more detail back here. And there's another coupling, so maybe they'll make some more attachments for it, because this train could actually, extend. That would be pretty cool. This side is different. We don't have a door here. We just have some more detail, which is pretty cool. Again, with this, the sides are different. So see the full framework there. Here, it's just kind of part of the framework, and then we have more sticker detail. And then the same all the way down. So yeah, really, really cool. And then what looks really cool is when you go up here. So this train is called the ore train. Now, I'm not sure why they call this ore, because this is certainly not ore. This is a lot of crystal of some sort. And it's also, dang it, I'm breaking the, see, as I move it, I was breaking this piece off. That's what I was saying. Some bits of this are a little fragile. But yeah, this is not ore. This is very much crystal. There's a lot of dark blue crystals, a lot of light blue crystals, and then a bunch of just studs and whatnot. And you get some extras of like the red pieces and all of that. I'm a little confused why there's a passenger train and then the crystals on top. It's a bit odd. It's like they decided to just, instead of making a little car for carrying just the crystals, you just piled it on the roof. But I understand why they did it. And to fully understand why they did it, we need to put the camera back on the tripod and turn the lights off. So I did say this was a lighting kit review, and Funwhole's entire thing is the whole delight day and night, which is, you have it like this. It looks really cool. And then we're going to turn out the lights. Voila, it is very dark. So now I'm going to open the door and reach in here. Where's the switch? Look at that. So this is really cool, and it's really, really bright too. I don't know. Hopefully the camera is fully showing how bright this is, but this is literally like a flashlight. Like, I'm not even kidding. So let me detach the camera again, and then we will look a little closer. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That front light, it's really, really bright. It's the brightest one. But we've got a light underneath the cow catcher here, and then behind the kind of blade here as well. And then there's some lights in there at the engine, which is cool. Kind of makes it look like it's actually hot and it's running. And then we have lights up there. The little lamps light up. There's lights inside the cab. I guess it's the cab. The little lamp here lights up. There are lights inside the compartment here. Lights back here. That looks really, really cool. And then, obviously, the crystals on top is like a beacon. It looks so flippin' cool. Like, this could be a nightlight. Honestly, I would love to have this as a nightlight. And actually, underneath of here, let me pull it off so I can show you. Look at that. It's, oh my gosh, it's so bright. It's just this panel of lights. And they're kind of purplish, and they're really, really bright. And then you just kind of stick this over top, and it looks like you've found, I don't know, riches beyond imagining. I mean, look at that. That is so cool. And Funwhole seems to really like the crystal piece, because in both sets I've gotten from them, they use the crystals. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is when the set really shines. Haha, no pun intended. But yeah, this is like the full potential of the set is now unlocked. And they even put lights all along the underside so it glows underneath. Really, really impressive. My only real complaint with this is how many wires still kind of hang out underneath here. I tried to get them concealed as much as possible, but there's just not a ton you can do with them. So they're just kind of there. They don't really get in the way all that much, but they're just a little unsightly, and you can catch your fingers on them as you're, picking this up. Also, getting the engine attached to the car was so hard. Like, there's so little space in between them that getting your fingers in there to put this peg in place, very difficult. But the whole thing is an extremely rewarding process because you get it all put together and you turn that light on. Look at that. It's just, the whole set feels so alive. And again, as I said in the first Funwhole review, this is not any sort of like sponsored review. They're not paying me to say good things about the set. And I'm more than willing to say if there's a problem, like with the stickers. The stickers could have been done better. But this is an awe-inspiring display piece, especially when you turn these lights on. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is just so cool. Like, how can you not like this? It's literally the coolest thing. It blows the other set out of the water entirely. Although I'm not sure how that's possible since the other set is water, but you know what I mean. This is so cool. I want to just bring back the Marine, just, you know, that's his point of view right before he's hit by the train. You can have him peeking out the side. It's just really cool. There's a lot that goes into building this, but yeah, it's a very rewarding end result. I almost forgot to mention this. You get a attachment for kind of as a replacement for the battery pack. It just plugs in the same way, but you can plug it into any USB power source. So you could power the train off of a computer, or I don't know. I'm sure there's other USB power cell type things. But yeah, it's a nice bonus to get. Well, there you have it. That is the Funwhole Steampunk Ore Train. Now, I just found out, I didn't know this before because I didn't check their website beforehand, but they actually have a train station set that goes along with this. So you see how big this thing is. They have an entire train station with a section of track so you can display the train inside the train station. That is really, really cool. Now, price-wise, I didn't talk about price much in the first video, but I wanted to touch on price here. So this set is, let me check the piece count again real quick. 1,056 pieces. For the price of this set, this is $70. I would say that's pretty fair. Like, if you were to buy a 1,000-piece Lego set, that's 100% $130. Maybe 120. So like the Razor Crest set, the Lego Razor Crest, that is not the UCS one, the normal one. That is a $120 set. That is about the same amount of parts. And then you have the Cad Bane's ship, the new one, the Justifier. That is $170. And then with Mega, 1,000 pieces is usually going to be around 100 because the Pelican's around 1,000-ish, a little more. So this, like, the price apart is really good. The quality of the pieces feels really good. And the way the lights fit together and the way the lights work is really good. So the price feels very justified, in my opinion. And there's a lot of design work that went into this. You know, there's a lot of companies that are based in China or whatever that do bootleg bricks like this, and I mean, I called Mega bootleg once, but a lot of times they'll just like take mocks of other people, like the mocks that the fans make, and they'll just turn that into their own set and then sell that. But from what I can tell, Funwhole isn't doing that. They are doing their own thing. They are really leaning into trying to innovate and really designing sets to have the lights integrated into them. And like, even with the lights on, this looks pretty good. Like, it's pretty bright. You can see the light there. You can see the crystals glowing. And it's just really well done. I am quite impressed with this. So I will recommend highly that you go and check out their website, because I was just looking and they've got some pretty cool sets. They're not into figures, which is fine. I don't think that they need to get into figures. There's plenty of, the Lego minifigures are great. The Mega Construx figures are great. So I think they need to just keep doing what they're doing and making these sets that work scale-wise to Lego and Mega, because we can just add our own figures in. And that makes it really, that puts a big draw on it, at least in my opinion. So I will put the links to the website, and I believe they'll have this listed on Amazon as well, and you can go check them out. I highly recommend it. If not for this set, just look at the lineup of sets that they have, because I guarantee you'd find something that would interest you, and they seem to be coming out with new sets a lot. So highly recommend it. Very impressed. So big thanks to Funwhole for sending this to me, and again, highly recommend you check this out. But do remember, if you get one of these, this is not an amateur building project. I would only recommend you try this if you've been building Lego or Mega for a couple years at least. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.